Solo Man here. And I know what you're thinking. Oh God, here comes another depressing audio video. And I must be a real depressed guy. Actually, I'm not. But when I notice a few things, I just like to share them with you. Maybe it's a blanket for me, so I think that I'm not alone. God, that's deep. Now I'm gonna go back many years when I was still at school. Shit, that's a long time. But they used to have TV programs on when you came home from school for children. Well, sort of for children, you know. And I vaguely remember a program on about there was two types of people on the planet. And you were either with the Greens or you were with the Reds. And you depicted that by some badge of some sort. And I like watching the program because it was just so different at its time. And they were only children actors in it, you know, like teenagers, young teenagers. And I liked it because it was so far out, man. But it's not so far out now, is it? You ever notice that the media stations and the news stations and everything really don't have any real news, do they? Well, you know, a cat stuck up a tree or sort of things like that. Normal news. It's all about politics. Every day. And I don't just mean when there's an election or something going on. I mean it's every day now. And it's not just in the Western world, it's in the UK as well. When they say things like, "This is the BBC News," their first headline story is about politics. And actually the next story is, and so's the next story. I don't think they found a way to make weather politics, but I'm sure they will. And it's basically brainwashing, because you can't get away from it. It's even on the radio, on social media, your smartphones, and it's definitely brainwashing for sure. I bet you in North Korea they have a TV station that does nothing but talk about politics. And of course it eventually affects people. They go to a barbecue and what's the conversation going to be? It used to be people would live and die and nobody would know what they voted, or if they voted at all. Yeah, I guess it's alright to take an interest in it, but not to take over your whole life. And all the TV programs, women's programs especially, always make sure they tell you which way they lean. A little bit biased, wouldn't you say? Even the news programs are leaning one way, and it's so damn obvious. Then how does it affect the young people? Well, they're connected to the social media almost 24/7, aren't they? I bet their lives start like this. They wake up in the morning and turn their phone on. Well, if it was turned off at all. And they check their phone, but they're not checking to see that the world's ended. They're seeing what they've missed, what's going on. And they're fed a bunch of absolute garbage. Usually political. Or they may check their supposed friends out and see a new picture of them having breakfast and taking a picture of what they're having. God damn, that's so exciting. And there's probably an app on there that tells them exactly what they should do today. And it's unbelievable to me how blatantly biased these programs and news stations are now. Even the good old BBC. It's going the way of CNN did. And I remember CNN many years ago. It actually was a good news station. And I always remember Darth Vader.
This is CNN.
So you can't blame some of the young people being inundated by this biased news, day in, day out, every minute of every hour. And I know they have places where you get detox for food and things. They should have one for mobile phones. But the greed of the tech companies is great. And they don't care about people, just the profit. And you can't blame them really, because the young people of today are so damn gullible. Just go online and take a look even at Fox News, which is one of the better ones, and look at most of their headlines. It's all about politics. I just looked at a new platform called Library, where I'm thinking of putting some videos on. I'm on BitChute as well, but BitChute seems to be just people who got banned from YouTube, or their videos were a bit risky in the first place, and it doesn't really seem to be taking off anywhere. I want to go to a place where there's creators, not YouTube rejects. So it is kind of strange though that all the big sort of TV programs and news and everything all seem to be leaning one way, don't they? I just love to know where I could get unbiased, proper, decent news without any political pandering. I don't know. I feel like an alien, an outcast, a throwback from forgotten times. But I think I'll be alright, so I'm just gonna have a coffee, and good luck with you guys out there. Take it easy now.